Do you believe long videos that maybe are like 2-3 minutes plus?
2 3 minute videos will not go far on Instagram. I started doing like 9 to 30 seconds video. When I got to learn the secret of getting much views, when you have a good hook to hook your audience to watch till the end of the video, Instagram start to show it to more people and it goes viral. So easy.
This is another episode of Secret Behind the Scenes, and I feel like at this point, you guys will say, Chelsea, always excited. Yes, I'm always excited because with every episode, there's something new to learn and someone new to meet, right? You would agree with me that the art of marketing and advertising has evolved through the years, right? There's a time that if your ads are not on billboards around the city, then you haven't started. There's a time that if it's not television or radio, you're not ready. There's a time that if your ads are not on newspapers, then it's like you're not ready for business. Right now it's social media. And a lot of marketing executives and experts who are my friends have just gone on and on and on to even host classes on the power of social media influencing. And I was really excited when my producer said to me that we're going to have one of, if I do say so myself, one of the biggest and the best social media influencers in the studio to talk to us about just navigating the world of social media influencing, because it's a lot, right? And I mean, it's also a space I have played in somewhat, and there are a lot of things that happen, and I'm happy that this person is here and we're going to really have a great conversation. So I have with me, she goes by on social media, she goes by the name Naija brand influencer. I'm talking about Jennifer Oyubu. Welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you for coming, first of all. I know you're very busy. You should be
welcome.
shooting brand ads, but you're on this seat, having this conversation
Yeah.
with me. Thank you.
And you're welcome.
I'm curious. I just like to always know people before whatever it is that they have become, right? Because I don't think that maybe now, I don't know, but at the time when I went to school, there was nothing like, if you want to go and study, and I say, I want to study social media influencing, or I want to study digital marketing or things like that, right? I know that there are digital marketing courses and all that great stuff now. But for you, Jennifer, was it always? Did you ever believe that you would make as much as you make off an app? Ever in life? How did that even happen for you?
I've always known I'm going to make so much money, but from an app, no, I never knew I was going to make money from an app.
Right.
How did it happen? Well, I think it's destiny that just directed me. I studied theater art in school. I never chose theater art, but God gave me theater art. I was directed. And after then, I saw myself in the social media line. I was actually working in an office. From there, I saw the way they were paying influencers for advertising. I was like, so there's so much money on Instagram and other social media platforms. I would like to key into it. After then, I started learning, started taking courses, and I just grew passion. Yeah.
Grew passion. I like they said that. So it's
Yeah.
it's just you just saw a market that
Yeah.
needed Jennifer,
Yeah, sure.
and you went in there.
Yeah.
So what did you said you never chose theater art? So what did you want to study?
I was going to study law, but unfortunately, I was given theater art, but it's good.
Did you like the fact that they gave you theater art?
At first, I did not. I was actually embarrassed
What school
to
was
tell
that?
people that University of Abuja.
Right.
I felt bad. I was like, why theater art? Why not a serious course like law and all? But at the end of the day, I grew to love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, look at you now. So what? I mean, you can't say what office, but you were working. You finished theater arts, and then you got a job as in a proper 9 to 5 firm. Because you said something about working.
Yeah, I was working as a social media manager. At first, it was customer service, but they saw that I was really good at social media. So they're like, why not switch my role?
Right.
And I was good at it. I helped the company make so much money through advertising, social media adverts and sponsored adverts and all of that. Then I realized that, I'm really good at this thing. Why not go into it full time? Yeah.
You said you took courses. What courses did you take?
I did online courses.
On social media management?
Social media management.
Okay. Digital marketing.
Udemy, yeah, digital marketing and, and
Right.
Google, yeah.
Interesting.
I had a certification from Google as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
It also says in your bio that you dance.
Yeah.
So I don't know, dancing has like branches.
Yeah.
So what area of dance
I
exactly.
just dance.
You just like to shake your body,
I'm not a professional dancer, but I
Okay.
just love to dance.
Oh, okay.
Whether it looks good or not, I just love to dance.
Right.
Yeah.
And as long as it drives the numbers up, why not?
Of course.
That's
That's the most important thing, seeking the attention.
so I'm curious, right,
Yeah.
to know what is the, as a social media, influencer, what is the number one thing to know and do to be able to I think the word is make the numbers, or convert. What do you need to do and know to convert, to be able to convert?
Okay, what I do is I connect with my audience. I try
Okay.
to build that relationship with my audience. I try to be as real as possible, and then when you're real with your audience, people tend to, you know, engage with you. When they love your content, they tend to, become more free with you. And aside that, when you use a good hook, I use good hooks a lot to drive the attention of my audience.
By hooks, what do you mean?
Hooks, like for example, now my caption can be something very catchy, something that when people see, they stop to watch what I'm
Talking about.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
So captions are really important.
very important.
Right. So by captions, do you mean, because I've heard people say things like, oh, attention span is 3 minutes on social media, so you have to give us quick paced content. Do you believe in that as well, or do you also do long videos that maybe are like 2-3 minutes plus?
2-3 minute videos will not go far on Instagram. I got to learn that. In the process, you get to learn and become better. So when I understood the secret of getting much views, I started doing like 9 to 30 seconds video at most here.
9 to 30 seconds.
Yes, and it gets more views. And aside that, when you have a good hook to hook your audience to watch till the end of the video, Instagram starts to show it to more people and it goes viral. So easy.
So how do you find a brand fit? So by brand fit, I mean I did a few marketing courses as well and love that. And I know that for everybody, so for example, when a brand wants you, for example, they have seen something that they can relate. Well, the brands that have sense, so that if you understand what I'm talking about, right? They've seen that, okay, so Jennifer fits our brand, and that's why we're bringing her, on board. But sometimes too, as I want to believe as a creator, there are certain brands that might approach and be like, I don't know that I want to work with. They might be offering good money, but I don't know that I want to work with this brand, right? So for you, how do you identify the brands that you want to and want not to, and you don't want to work with, and how do you say no?
How do I say no?
Because that in Nigeria, we are very emotional.
Yeah.
This guy says she want to do work, but she says she's not interested, and they might not understand it from a point of professionalism.
Yeah.
Might be like, oh, she's feeling like she's too big for us or whatever. So, yeah, how do you, find them and find the brands that you want to work with and work with them, and then how do you say no when you don't want to work with them?
How do I don't actually find? They find me. They come to me, and
so how do you pick?
How do I pick? Okay,
Yes.
I check the profile. I do my research. If it's something that does not align with my brand, I say no. Especially all those sexual enhancement brands and all those some kind of brand like sex toys and all of that. Am I free to use the word on your
Yes,
podcast?
let's go.
Like I definitely cannot advertise a sex toy on my page. So I will tell you, I'm sorry. You have a wonderful brand, but it doesn't align with my brand vision. So sorry, I won't be taking this offer. That's always as simple as that.
And then how do you say no? Okay, you rightly said it. You just tell them that this doesn't work.
It doesn't work with me. Yeah.
And then they let go. Great.
Yeah.
At what point in your career would you say was the big break moment?
What point in my
Maybe
career?
what was the video? What was the content? What was the that you said? Okay.
That made me. Do you think my first viral?
Yes, your first viral that you just say, you know what, my rate card now is expensive.
Okay, that was about early last year.
Okay.
My first real viral video was early last year. And last year, I've always had my breakthrough since early 2021. Okay. But last year was when I had my real big breakthrough on social media. When I started making the millions of naira was last year.
Really?
Yeah. So I had my first viral video last year as well when I did a street interview. Today I had not posted it.
What did you ask in the interview?
It was a very funny question. I was like, what's your body count?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the guy was really funny, and he said he has had a lot of people in his life. And I was like, what if the lady has HIV? Okay, no. I asked, what if the girl has esophagus? I had to twist the question, and he was like, esophagus. I beg, I'll use condom, and I can knock anything knackable. And people started laughing, and the video went viral. It had lots of shares. So they had not posted it. I was surprised. I think that was my first viral. After then, I've had several viral videos.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Great. So, as an expert in this
Yeah.
field, there are so many content creators. There are so many influencers right now, right? But how would you advise, if you were to give advice, right? How would you advise, like say, not a young creator, you're not a young influencer, but someone who is not as big as you? How would you advise them when it comes to putting a value to their work? And by putting a value, I mean monetization, right?
Okay.
So I know that every influencer has a rate card, and you know what your prices are for a video, for whatever it is, right? So if someone who is not as big as you are, who just wants to learn, just wants to know how your head works, and comes to you and says, please, I'm finding it difficult to not just create a rate card, stick to the rate card that I've created, because it's one thing to have a rate card. I wanted for people to pay you what's on your rate card.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I'm finding it difficult to create one and even stick to the prices I've put on the ones I've created. What would you advise me? What would you tell such a person?
What I would say is that provide more value. When people see your worth and see that you've put in the hard work and everything, I don't think it'll be difficult to get the client to pay the money. And not everybody is your customer. Not everybody is your client. Everybody has their clients, So if you're putting your rate card and you're scared that people will say it's too high, or just put it like that. Your customers will not even complain. And as long as you are valuable, you put in the work, and people see that you've put in the work. One thing about social media is that it's very visual. People are watching you. So anything you put in out there, you have to put value. Don't just come on social media, take pictures. No. I think social media have gone beyond that.
Beyond that, yes.
You have to be valuable. It's either you're making people laugh, or you're entertaining, or you're bringing educational content. You just have to bring out the value for you to be able to get the kind of clients that you want that will pay you. Yeah.
Do you also believe in consistency?
Of course.
For a creator?
Of course. I think every big content creator today started from somewhere. Like if you go through my page, you go through like 2 years ago, even early last year, you know that consistency has really helped me grow. I was not this big before, but I started from somewhere. But people could see the growth, like it was really organic. People that have been following my page for a long time, they saw that, oh, she's really worked hard for this, because I post every day, sometimes 3 times a day, 4 times a day, and I create content every day. That's consistency. It's not compulsory you post every day. Consistency works in different ways.
Okay.
If you can post 3 times daily, you have to be consistent with it. 3 times weekly, you have to be consistent with it 3 times weekly, like that. But some people just post today and then they go ghost and they relax. They are not consistent and they want miracles. It doesn't work like that. Social media is, you have to put in the work. Then with time, you'll see that the results will play out for you. That's it.
It will show.
It will show, definitely.
Who's that one? Okay, before we go there, I know that, I don't know if you've ever had a eureka moment where, because like you said, you know where you came from.
Yeah.
You know how hard you had to work for this. You were just a girl in the office doing social media management. And you were like, hello. As a Delta girl that you are. People are making money. I can't do this thing. And I just say that as I'm going to do it. You understand? And then you started doing it and look at you now. So have you ever had a eureka moment where maybe a brand reached out to you and you can't be, first of all, you can't believe that this brand is in your DM? I don't know if that's ever happened to you before.
Definitely.
And if it has, what did that do for you? I know that maybe you can't say the brand, obviously, because you know. But if that has happened to you before, how did that make you feel? What did that do for you? What was that experience like?
It was interesting. I was like, I'm this big. Sometimes you don't even know how big you are.
Exactly.
You don't know how big you are.
Yeah.
I was still looking at myself as the normal person until you see yourself from the outside. You'll be like, oh, see, this is how people view me.
And I think that's because you just believe that you need to keep working at the pace you started working.
Yeah, and I'm just in front of my camera doing my thing. I'm not seeing anybody. Yeah. So once you post a content, you don't know the number of people that have seen that content. So by the time you go outside and you see how people are responding to you, you'll be like, am I this big? So when this brand reached out to me, I was like, am I dreaming or something?
Wow. This
is a brand I always look out for. I always look out to working with. I'm like, when will I ever get to this level that this brand can reach out to me? So it's made me feel really good, and made me realize that my hard work is really paying off. Yeah, made me like put in the work the more.
Right, I like
Yeah.
that. So let's talk about the benefits that come with being an influencer. Because I mean, I know that benefits, right?
Of course.
There are a lot of benefits. So, tell us. I know that it's hard work, and of course, you can't even, talk about, you can't belittle hard work. But tell us some of the benefits that come with just being an influencer. Because I mean, I've been in places, like I said, I've handled some campaigns too, and I've seen some things, and this is really cool. So for you, what are some of the experiences in terms of like benefits of just being who you are? Maybe you walked into a place and this happened, or just maybe treatments. I don't know, like
you get special treatment, definitely. People recognize you. You go to places, they'll be like, this person, you feel so special. You get gifts from time to time. You get cash gifts. You get product gifts. You get, lots of goodies. You get recognized.
Right.
That's a good thing about being a social media influencer.
And your work speaks for you.
Yeah.
What is the most embarrassing thing that you have heard about yourself?
Most embarrassing thing?
Or the craziest thing, and obviously it's a lie,
Okay.
right? But
When people say, are you sure it's just Instagram? Now people do it. When you see a social media, when you see a lady that is making money on Instagram, you don't even believe that there's money in the first place on social media. A lot of people don't even believe it.
They don't believe.
They don't believe. No matter what, they'll say, how can she be staying in this kind of big house? Are you telling me that is this Instagram that I am, that she's making the same money? It's not possible. They don't know that I make bulk money every day on a daily basis. So you don't know what's happening in my DM. I have like 5 different reps responding to people. It's possible to make so much money, as much as 500,000, 600,000 daily on Instagram. So I don't know why people will just conclude that, she must have one man somewhere that is sponsoring her lifestyle. So that's like the normal thing you tell every lady that has made it actually a social media influencer. Or is it because she's always showing her figure, or she's always showing us beauty on social media, or a bum and all? So that's their mindset. They don't understand that social media is a stage. It's like you're acting, and it's like my business. This is where I make my money. So if I'm putting up a performance, and you want to judge me based on how I dress or I dance, then you don't understand. You don't understand the kind of money, the business of social media. So that's it.
Talking about the business of social media, like you sound like is a whole thing. Do you have a book? Do you do trainings?
I do trainings.
Okay, on social media management.
I'm not just a social media influencer. I'm into the business of social media. I think that's what made me stand out from other influencers that just do strictly influencing. I influence for brands. I also do the digital marketing aspect and the social media marketing aspect, and also the coaching aspect. I think so. That's what I'm talking. I'm talking about the business of social media in full. That's what I'm into.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can be onboarded by a brand as a digital marketing specialist.
Influencing everything all in one.
For a campaign.
It's a full advertising agency.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's amazing stuff. Okay. So who is that creator that, and I'm not speaking to you now as Jennifer the influencer.
Okay.
I'm speaking to you now as Jennifer the businesswoman.
All right.
Jennifer the digital marketing specialist. So this is the brief. We have brought Jennifer on board. I said, Jennifer, we have this campaign we're running, and you are going to lead the campaign in terms of digital marketing, right? So I'm not onboarding you as an influencer. I'm onboarding you as lead. So now you'll be the madam. You would find the people who would work on this campaign.
Okay.
Right? Who are your top 5? Say, for example, the brand is a household brand. It's a household lifestyle brand. Who are your top 5 influencers that you have, obviously, you follow, you've seen their work, and you think can actually convert and are good?
Ashpusi, because she's my girl and I love her. I love her energy. So number 1 is Asmusi. And who again? Who?
It's the who. Like, that's my girl, period.
Oh my God. Who again? Ashmusi. I like Vicky James.
Okay.
Who? That have the drive, that I know that can drive sales.
Drive sales, exactly. Because it's one thing to
it's one thing to be
adverts,
another thing to drive sales that will convert.
Exactly. That's
well, I can't really say. But all I can say, I know Ashmusi does lots of influencing for brands.
Okay.
I've not really seen an influencer that is consistent with marketing like
she is.
She markets a lot. Some of them just advertise today, and maybe in the next 2 weeks You won't hear from them. They are not really consistent. But when I'm talking about consistency when it comes to SMEs, she's one of them. She's just like me. We have the same energy.
Actually, I see why you like Ashmose. Tough
Yeah,
you.
we have the same energy. If you notice,
I saw it once you walked in. She's
she's
full
very
of energy,
energetic.
and that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so for an up and comer in the digital marketing space, in the influencing space, just trying to start off, from ground zero, what are the things that you will tell them? Say they came to you for advice and said, listen, I really want to be as big as you are. I want to be able to do this on this level. But I need you to talk to me. What do I need to do how do I even start? Because I don't know anything. What would you say?
I would say just start from somewhere. Start. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be all perfect. Don't go through the route of trying to live a fake life because no, it won't work for you. When you start making the money, let people see it in you that, oh, really, she grew into it. It doesn't matter how your environment looks like. You just create that content because that's what is stopping a lot of people, is limiting a lot of people. They'll tell you, my house is not good enough, or I don't have the perfect clothes to wear. Just be yourself. One thing about social media is that people don't even look at those things. They just like the originality of a person. So if you want to be an influencer, just be an influencer. It can be the most weirdest thing ever that people will see or that will trend. So don't stop. Just do what you're doing and be consistent, because consistency is what will drive. Because I've not seen anything that has consistency that did not work out later on. Consistency is very important. I have been consistent for years. I'll tell you, I haven't had a break. I haven't had any rest. I don't think there's a day I've skipped posting on my page. I've not skipped at all. You get. So if you can't have that kind of energy, just put in the work. And people are watching. Even if you have low engagement, you have low views, don't give up. Just keep doing what you're doing. People are actually watching. A time will come. And one thing about Instagram is that you never can tell the video that will go viral.
Yeah.
You never can tell. It's even the one that you did not even do too much that will just go viral once. So just imagine being consistent. And in the course of being consistent, one of the videos that you never even imagined that would do well just go viral and people start posting, blogs carry. So just be yourself. That's what I can say.
Fantastic. Be yourself. Start from where you are. I feel like every influencer I know and every content creator I know has said this thing over and over again. Just start. You never can tell. You might just be the next, big thing tomorrow. So outside, I know that there is life outside social media. Yes, and like all of this. So outside all of these things that you do, who is Jennifer when the ring light is not on, when the phone is not set to record?
Jennifer is an introvert. A very big one. People don't believe. Really? They don't believe I'm an introvert. I can be in my house every day. The only time you see me come out is like you inviting me here for a podcast, or I'm going for one meeting or the other. I'm going to do my nails, or I'm going to the salon. I'm a serious introvert. I have a very small circle as well. I don't have so much friends. I'm a very humble and calm person.
Why did you smile like that?
You might not believe us because the way I talk with so much confidence. Yes. You go to my page, I'm very loud, I'm very bold. You might think, if I go to this girl, she might be too proud. But I'm not that kind of person. I'm very humble. And what again? Outside social media, that's it. Just me.
Okay. I feel like there are certain things that we don't see. Certain struggles that we don't see that people like you go through. Influencers, content creators. What are some of those hard times? I have a content creator friend who tells me that I'm the one person that she would always call and cry to when she's having a block, and according to her brain is just working.
Yeah.
And she has maybe she has a timeline or a deadline to put out this ad or put out, but she can't just think of anything.
That is it.
And it's frustrating.
And it's not even easy to carry yourself up to create anything. Sometimes
you don't want to.
You just want to stay off social media. You ask yourself, what kind of work? What did I put myself like? What kind of wala is this one? Yeah. There are sometimes you are just blank. You don't even know what to create. You understand?
Tell me about it.
Those are the moments that is really challenging. For the past few days, I've not been able to just come up with anything, So it happens like that. Whilst there are sometimes the energy is there, the ideas just keep coming in. There are sometimes that you're just blank. And then you wonder what's going on. And again, there are sometimes Instagram algorithm can be annoying.
Oh my God.
When you post, you're not getting lots of engagement. And you'll be like, is my village people after me? What's going on? After some days again, you post, everything comes back to normal. So those are the moments I have that's quite challenging.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Are there any projects that maybe you're working on currently? I mean, outside personally, that is maybe you're trying to launch something. I don't know. Is there any big thing coming for you that we should watch out for?
Big thing coming. I'm going for my vacation. That's all I know.
I love it.
I'm going to rest.
Go
I'm going
rest.
to
What country are
two
you going
countries next month. I'm going to Qatar.
Okay.
And I'm going to Canada.
Yes, I love it.
So I just want to go and relax. That's
you have made
the
the
big
money.
thing coming.
Well, spend it. Somebody said, listen. Next of kin, they not get sense again. The money where they make, spend it,
enjoy it. That's
relax. Like you work hard, spend hard,
money,
and come back and work again.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. This was a very interesting, conversation, and I like how you just,
hit the nail.
I love it. I love people that just hit the nail and don't go around in circles and just say what needs to be said. Thank you for coming. What is, for those who don't know you, if you don't know how that means, you live on a rock. But okay. What's your Instagram handle?
Naija brand influencer,
That's it.
popularly known as IG Goddess.
Come on.
The number one award-winning influencer, the one that is taking over Instagram.
Period.
Watch out for me. Period.
I love it.
Yeah. The sales goddess. I forgot to even say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sales goddess where they convert.
Where they convert. Not be saying
That's
amount.
That's
Evidence for my page.
Come on.
It's plenty.
You collect. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Bigger things for you.
Yeah. Thank you.